What's going on, people? Welcome back to Palace News as we discuss all the latest Palace rumours, not just transfers. We're going to be talking about ownership today, potential new signings coming into the club relatively soon, and also some of the players that we've been linked with, their parent club are talking out. They're saying whether or not that they're willing to let him go to Palace. But we'll be talking about that and more throughout the show. As always, if you do enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave down your comments in the comment section down below. Patrick, there's a lot to talk about today, as not only transfers. And let's start off with the ownership, because there's been a lot going on, but it's not Joshua, it's not John Textor and Steve Parish I want to talk about today. It's more on Joshua Harris and David Blitzer. And according to reports that's coming out from the Mirror, Crystal Palace part owners David Blitzer and Joshua Harris are exploring the potential of investing in Manchester United.
I have a question for you.
Put
that picture back up. Put that picture back up. Which one is Joshua Harris?
The one
I bet you don't even know, do you?
Yeah.
Which is what color tie does he have on?
The one on the left, pink one.
Okay, you're right. I want to make sure you know who they are, because you make fun of them, you don't know who they are. But go ahead, we can continue.
Yeah, I do know who they are. I do know who they are. But look, Patrick, this is the elephant in the room for me. This has been the elephant in the room. Texter and Parish people have been talking about it, and I've been vocal about it as well. I think it's pathetic that they're having this argument, and we know about it. They can have disagreements, but we should know about it as a fan base because it causes more division. But Harris and Blitzer, now, for the love of God, please buy Man United. Please do. I've never wanted an ownership group to leave as much as I do with them. Chelsea, when they were up for sale, they're interested. Liverpool up for sale, they're interested. Man United up for sale, they're interested. One thing that I do know is that they are interested in these clubs, but they're also not interested in Crystal Palace in the long-term future. Because if they do buy into these clubs, they won't be able to remain at Palace. So, first and foremost, the elephant in the room is Harris and Blitzer. Please leave our football club so we have a bit more direction in terms of where we want to go. Because they are still involved. They are involved. Tex and Parish are going back and forward. But for me, Harris and Blitzer, if you don't want to be in this football club in the long term, get your money, move along. Move along, please move along. Because it's happening so regularly, Patrick. It's happened now 3 times. 3 big teams up for sale. 3 times they're involved. And I'm just sick and tired of talking about them and reading about them. It's boring. It's boring. If you don't want us, go away.
I agree. They have to leave. The only thing is, for who? Because I was talking to Hambo and Nick. By the way, check out the Back and Nest match review. We did it on yesterday, so it should be out on Spotify, etc. Talking about yesterday, they own 18%. So the question is, who buys 18%? Is somebody totally new? Is it going to be Parish? Is it going to be Texter? So it's a big question. But I agree with it. They have to leave. But the question is, who buys that? Because you can't just go into the nether region. Someone has to pay for that 18%, which is a big substantial part of our team, so our club. So I agree. Let them leave, but it's got to be somebody good. Can't just be nobody or anybody.
Personally, I think it might be John Texter. I think he might be trying to buy it, but we'll see. We'll see. But first and foremost, just leave, because honestly, I don't think it can get any worse than them. Like, they're not that bad. Let me take that back.
Listen, right. When they came in, let's be fair. When they came in, they were
interest in the club.
Right. Right now, they have no interest in them.
Yeah. They have no interest, and right now we need owners with interest because of what we're going through as it stands. But look, let's move on to the second bit of rumor. And this player could be on his way potentially to Crystal Palace. It dropped all of a sudden. The Athletic have reported it, and other sources as well have, and that is, of course, the Stuttgart midfielder Naouirou Ahamada. So according to the reports that's coming out, Vieira and the Eagles are on the heels of the Stuttgart player Ahamada, and the young French midfielder should be signing with Palace very soon. And that's according to the reports, having become a regular with the Bundesliga side this season, despite only being 20 years old. Of course, Patrick, in this report, it doesn't say how much we're willing to pay for him. There isn't the financial details involved. But for me, there's 2 aspects of looking at it. Firstly, we need a midfielder, so that's good.
Definitely.
Because we're massively worried about this. But I'm still not getting carried away with this, because knowing how our windows have gone so far, there's also a chance that this doesn't happen for one reason or another. So I'll wait for it to happen. But it seems like it's very likely to happen according to reports, and there's multiple sources. But look, we need a midfielder, and it seems like by his report, he's a number 8. He's dynamic, he's fast, he's good on the ball. that helps, and his attacking play, he's involved with the attacking play. The downside is potentially he's tackling, defensively. But then again, he's 20 years old. He's had some experience at Stuttgart, which is good at in the Bundesliga. But there's room for improvement. So if you're talking about defensive room for improvement, who is our manager? Patrick Vieira. Who else could it be that can help his defensive side of the game more than Patrick Vieira? So for me, I think he fits the category in that aspect. But also another thing as well. Look, we have players running out of contract. So even if he doesn't work out as a starting midfielder, which it could likely happen because he still hasn't established himself as a first-team footballer, he's still relatively new in a first-team game. He's played for Juventus at youth levels. Right. We have Luka potentially leaving, Gyro leaving. Now, if you're bringing in a youngster that has something about his game and has room for improvement, I will take him over the likes of Gyro or Luka. It improves that depth option with quality, just like we've seen Chris Richards this season. Now that Anderson's out injured, we improved the depth option in defense, and he's helped out. So for me, Patrick, I don't think we can lose, and I doubt his fee will be much high as well because of if you're considering maybe he's young, maybe that could help, but he's still relatively new to his game. He's not established. But for you, what do you make of this report?
I mean, you know, Matt, I don't get involved in rumors unless they are substantiated. The fact that Matt Woosnam was the one to put out the article and then backed it up with saying how, we're looking at him. I love the profile. 20 years old, athletic, can run, can press. Passing accuracy was like 90%, which is great. Yeah, he's only 20 years old, but you're right. You talked about him being at Juventus. He's French and he's playing in Germany. So he's played 3 countries already at 20 years old. He obviously has something about him. The fact that Vieira will be his manager, I'm with you, D. He can teach him a lot, especially defensive part, but other things too. I like the idea of it. If he can't contribute this year, which I prefer he could, then I agree with you, man. We're going to lose players anyway. Get them in early now, bed them in for half a season, and then for the summer and next year, he can hope potentially be, if he's not going to be starting, at least, on the outside of, getting into the starting lineup. So I like the idea, but again, I need to get done. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I'm tired of rumors. The fact this is something that a name, when we talk about centre midfielders the entire window, we mentioned one player, and that's been Conor Gallagher the entire time. Now we're talking about a different player, with a younger profile, which seems to be, hopefully might happen. Let's get it done, man. Let's just get it done.
Exactly. And look, his talent is raw. So I'm not going to sit here and say we're getting a Conor Gallagher type of replacement. Right. But it could end up better than Conor Gallagher. You never know when he comes in.
We don't know.
It could be worse as well. He has raw talent, but I'm happy with him joining the Palace. Still 20 years old, very young. And now that we've got Vieira as well, we've seen Vieira developing some of these youngsters. I feel like he's a perfect fit for all parties. We need a midfielder. He might contribute this season. He might contribute in the long run. Let's bring him in. Let's try to take that gamble because Conor Gallagher clearly ain't coming here. So we need a midfielder, and he might move on. And he might be one of them options. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Maybe you guys have heard about him as well. But look, majority of the fan base, they seem excited by this potential signing. But let's see if it does actually happen. I'm moving on to the final bit of news today. And that is on Haji Wright. And of course, that's the Antalyaspor striker that's been linked with Palace so far this season. But the Antalyaspor's technical manager has revealed to Turkish press that saying that he's very important part of the team. If he leaves, we'll have to buy a new striker. We hear a lot of rumors, but there's no official offer yet. And until then, Haji Wright is an Antalyaspor player. For me, Patrick, I'm over the moon. There's no official bid because I'd rather there won't be any. Brentford are, of course, interested. Palace are interested as well, but there isn't really much to talk about this rather than an update. There hasn't been no official bids. That's coming directly from the Turkish side, which is good because, in all honesty, I feel like this would be, well, Woosnam said we want a striker, want a midfielder, and a right back. In all honesty, I'd rather have no striker than get Haji Wright in. That's how I'm feeling right now. Because he doesn't. I don't see the quality aspect of his game. I don't know what quality he adds to our game. It's a depth option, but depth without quality. I don't want to do that. I seriously don't. I'd rather not waste our money.
So what I would say is that, one, I'd wait and see what the price is going to be. And if it's not a lot of money, it's worth the risk, especially as you had mentioned before. Let me finish because I see that face you're making. You had mentioned the part about, remember you mentioned Mateta going out on loan. Remember they did that last week. So
I'd rather keep Mateta.
No. Oh wow. I love you saying that, and I would too. But I'm saying if we were to send him on loan, then to me, Wright would it be an okay replacement? It really would be. So from that standpoint, but again, it's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, if it was, that would be my thought pattern. You know,
yeah.
So.
No official bid so far, anyways.
Exactly.
But look, that's it from me and Patrick. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Let's reach 3,000 subscribers. The sport has been massive for us as of recently. We really appreciate it. Honestly, from my heart, I really do appreciate all the support that you guys are showing us. It's helped us out a lot. But leave down your comments in the comment section down below, letting us know your thoughts on the rumors and what you guys think about Harris and Blitzer, because we haven't really spoke about them so far on this channel. But look, that's it from me and Patrick. Until next time, up the Palace.